Now I know I'm like you when I say that all I ever wanted was to be able to leave my job and have financial freedom on my own, with my own business, but the problem is it takes money to make money. And in 2011, I accidentally stumbled on the best way to get a lump sum of cash and be able to do your own thing. And that's when I flipped my personal residence. So today, I'm gonna go through the 4 reasons why you should also flip your own house. And let's start with number 1, that it's free money because of the section 121 exclusion in the tax code. I know, we're gonna talk a little bit about taxes, but you guys gotta understand how powerful this really is. I don't know of another way that you can possibly get a lump sum of cash and not have to pay 1 red cent of taxes on it. And now I hear a lot of you guys out there, you're thinking, well, what about with a 401k or whatever retirement plan, maybe an HSA? Well guys, that's not free money. It costs you. So if you've lived in a house for 2 of the past 5 years, generally 2 years means 2 tax periods, which could be a year and a day in some situations. But you've lived there for 2 out of 5 years, and if you've done that, you go to sell your personal house, you get to take $250,000 of profit, not sales price, profit. That means if you bought the house for $200,000, put $50,000 worth of work into it while you were living there, and then sold it for $500,000, right? You had $250,000 in it, sold it for $500,000, $250,000 of profit you get to take tax-free. Not the $500,000 sale price. You see how powerful this is. And $500,000 if you're married. Yeah, up to $500,000 without having to pay 1 cent of taxes on it. When I found out how powerful that really is, I basically spent the next decade of my life buying a house to live in, fixing it up, selling it every 2 years. In fact, we're about to sell the house that I'm living in right now to do the same thing. Now, what does something like that do for you? It gets you in the game. Because once again, it takes money to make money. Now, you want to go out and do your own thing, you need a little bit of money to do it. Now, there are some advanced strategies to have $0 into a deal, but it's a heck of a lot easier if you just have some cash to play with. Maybe you're not trying to start a business at all, but wouldn't you say that having some extra cash around and not having to pay taxes on it is a great deal? I think you would. Now, reason number 2. This is a big one. When I was a kid, I was a little bit bigger than all my friends. And we would get on a teeter-totter. And, well, you see what would happen. It just wouldn't go down for my buddy. But we found out that if I scooted forward on the teeter-totter a little bit and he scooted back as far as he possibly could, well then we could have a nice game of teeter-totter. Now why is that? It's because the closer I got to the fulcrum, the more leverage he had. That's right, with leverage, a little skinny guy like that can move me, this big fat guy. And the same thing works in real estate, and it doesn't work any better than on your personal house. Now, how does that translate to houses, you might ask? Now, with a little bit of money, a little skinny amount of money, I can move a big fat house. You see, because with your personal house, you don't have to have that $300,000 to buy your house. In fact, you don't even need 20% to buy your house. No, with your personal house, you can get loans of 3 to 5% down. And in fact, with some people, there are loans where you put no money down. Not only that, but you get the best rates on these loans. You also get the best terms on these loans. That means you get a 30-year mortgage. You get 30 years, sometimes even more, to pay off this loan. Now, why would banks give you the money like that? Let you put just a little bit of money down, give you the best terms and the best rates possible? Well, it's because banks know what I'm trying to tell you. And that's that real estate, especially the real estate that you are personally going to occupy, is safer than almost every other asset out there. See, because a lot of us dream about starting our own business. And maybe that is flipping houses and investing in real estate like I do, or maybe it's some other business, but all of those come packed with downfalls. You have to learn the game, and usually you're gonna learn those games by some serious hardship, because you just can't see around the corners that you'd be able to see around 5 years from now. You're gonna make mistakes, they're gonna cost you money. It's just unavoidable. I'm still making mistakes all the time. But think about this. With your own personal house, well, you got to pay for somewhere to live anyway, right? Whether it's renting or if you go buy a house. So you already have that payment no matter what. Why not get the most out of it? And if it doesn't go the way that you plan, which it won't, when you start learning a little bit about renovations, when you start maybe hiring contractors or doing the work yourself, you're gonna find things that cost you extra money and it's gonna get you down. And that would probably be a huge problem for you if you were buying a house with high interest money and you were trying to flip it in a really tight timeline, not knowing any contractors or not knowing how to DIY everything, having to deal with all the permits and all that. It might take you way longer than expected, and you're still paying for your own personal house. Well, here you go. You're paying for it anyways. Why not try to get the most out of it? Now, let's move to reason number 3. And that's that when you become a flipper, which even if it's your personal house that you're gonna flip, you get access to secret discounts. That's right. People who are business owners, which you will become, get basically a 30, maybe 40% discount on everything they buy, or everything they buy that is related to the business, or at least everything that they buy that they could prove to the IRS that is business related. Let's talk about that. Tools, material, maybe cameras. You got to take pictures of the house to sell it, right? Maybe you're taking videos to put content out to market better. That's a business item. Furniture, well, you got to stage that thing. I'm not your CPA though. Make sure that you cover these things with your CPA, see if they agree with that. Dinner, well, I don't know what your situation is, but I work with my wife. So we take dinners to go out and talk about the strategies for flipping our house or other houses. She's actually a real estate agent, so it makes perfect sense. But you and your spouse are partners in this business. And sometimes partners go out and talk about strategy over dinner. And what about gas? You got to go out, you got to pick up the materials, and that costs gas money. And you can track your mileage and you can get a tax deduction for that. Once again, talk to your CPA about the details of this. What I'm trying to do is illuminate the fact that people who are in business work by different rules. Now I want to show you just a little bit more on that. Now somebody who works in a job, they get their income. Let's say they make $100,000 a year. And on that income, the first payment that they have is the tax payment. And let's say it's 30%. Now that's going to vary. There's federal income taxes, there's state income taxes, there's FICA, there's Medicare, there's Social Security, blah, 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 blah. Once again, talk to the CPA. You're going to learn those things over time. But for now, let's just say that we pay about 30% before you get to put any money in your pocket. So you put $70,000 of that $100,000 in your pocket. Then you have expenses like the tools, the materials, the camera. And then what's left over, in this case, let's say we spent $20,000 on expenses, you have $50,000 left over. Now for a flipper or a business owner, you have your income of $100,000. Before any taxes get taken out of that, you have your expenses, like your tools, like your material, like your cameras, like dinner with your partner. Then you put the money in your pocket, then you pay taxes. So you're paying taxes of, let's say, 30% on a lower amount. You still have all the same expenses, but now you have $56,000 left over. You got a 30% discount on all of those things that you were buying. And that's how it works for people who are in business. Now, obviously, tax code, tax strategy goes way deeper than that. But from a general level, if you are just slightly strategic about it, being in business for yourself, which flipping your own house is being in business for yourself, opens you up to a world that is just not available if you work a job for somebody else as a W-2 employee. Reason number 4, probably the most important to me and probably to you, is William Wallace. Yeah, that's right. What does that mean? Guys, it means freedom. You know, Braveheart, Mel Gibson, Robert the Bruce, leads them all to freedom. That's what we're talking about here. We're talking about having personal freedom, not working a job for somebody else, working a job for yourself, if you'd consider it a job. That's why I say adventure. When you're working for yourself, it's like job and life are mixed together. There is no separation like in the show Severance, which I did spell it wrong initially, but I didn't want to change the sheet of paper. But it's not that you go to your job and then you go home. You know, the way the Severance thing works is they go to their job, but they forget about their personal life and vice versa. The person who goes into their job, basically their brain gets wiped when they go to their job, and then it gets wiped again when they go home. So those two people don't know each other, so to speak. And that's how it is for a lot of people. But I believe that your life and your work should mix together, because you're spending the best days of the best years of your life doing something. So do the thing that makes you happy to do. And for me, it certainly is flipping houses and real estate and construction related things when I'm doing it for myself. A big thing for me, maybe it's the same for you, is that I get to do this with my family. My kids get to see us going through the struggles of working on these houses, trying to sell them, trying to find new houses to buy. And I'm banking on those struggles are the right thing for them to see. So that's right. You can get your cash, not have to pay taxes on it. You get the best rates, the best terms. You barely have to put any money down. You get to learn how to do construction without having a fire hose of a high interest rate loan breathing down your neck every month. You get to actually put the skills in your toolkit that you can use to kick off your real business. And maybe that is flipping houses. Maybe it's something else. I promise you the skills that you pick up by flipping your own house are gonna carry in to whatever you wanna do. And not to mention the skills, but the lump sum of cash that is just hard to get in any other way. And guys, if it is flipping houses that you wanna do, well, I made a whole video that's like an hour long about how to flip houses for beginners. House Flipping 101. So go check it out, guys. Because I think the worst thing that you could do is live the same year 75 times and call it a life.